Hi friends, welcome to week 4 of summer school. Today we're going to read From Seed to Plant by Gail Gibbons. Most plants make seeds. A seed contains the beginning of a new plant. We've got tulips, daisies, a rose, a pea plant, a buttercup, and a corn plant. Seeds are different shapes, sizes, and colors. Look at all those seeds. Some of these you may see in your own backyard. All seeds grow into the same kind of plant that made them. There's a sunflower seed that grew into a sunflower, an acorn that grew into an oak tree. Many plants grow flowers. Flowers are where most seeds begin. Look at this. A flower is made up of many parts. At the bottom of the pistil are tiny egg cells called ovules. Here's your stem and the sepal that holds the flower together. In the center of the flower is the pistil. That's this long part right here. And at the very top of that, there's a sticky part on the top of the pistil called the stigma. Stamens make a yellow powder called pollen. So right here at the end of this long tube called a stamen is the pollen. And this pretty color that you see on a flower, those are the petals. Before a seed can begin to grow, a grain of pollen from the stamen must land on the stigma at the top of the pistil of a flower like itself. This is called pollination. Okay, so some of this pollen needs to go right up here onto the stigma so a new plant can grow. Pollination happens in different ways. Often the wind blows and pollen blows pollen from flower to flower. Bees, other insects, and hummingbirds help pollinate too. While they visit flowers for their juice called nectar, pollen rubs onto their bodies. And so when they go to the next flower, they carry the pollen to another flower where it comes off onto its pistil. See what the bee does? It goes from flower to flower, and the hummingbird, so it can get nectar. If a pollen grain from a flower lands on the pistil of the same kind of flower, it grows a long tube through the pistil into the ovule. This is the beginning of a new seed. The seeds grow inside the flower, even as the flower begins to die. As the seeds become bigger, a fruit or pod grows around them. The fruit or pod protects the seeds. See the pod? And there's a fruit that's growing. When the fruit or pod ripens, it breaks open. The seeds are ready to become new plants. Some seeds fall to the ground around the base of the plant, so they will grow there. Some pods or fruits open and the seeds pop out. Sometimes when birds eat berries, they drop the seeds. Other seeds fall into streams, ponds, rivers, or the ocean. There, they travel on the water until they stick to the dirt along the shore, just like this seed did. and now it's growing. Wind scatters seeds. Some seeds have fluff on them that lets them float to the ground like tiny parachutes. Others have wings that spin as they fall. Maybe you've seen this in your yard, a dandelion with a fluff on it. Or maybe this with the wings. That's from a maple tree. Animals help scatter seeds too. They hide acorns and nuts in the ground. Some seeds have hooks that stick to the fur of animals or people's clothes. Like it's see them sticking? Later, they drop off onto the ground. A flower bed or vegetable garden is beautiful. Seeds are planted to grow in the gardens. The seeds come in small envelopes or boxes. Directions explain how to plant the seeds and care for the plants. The beginning of a plant is curled up inside each seed. Food is stored inside the seed too. The seed has a seed coat on the outside to protect it. See the beginning of a plant right in that seed? This is the food, and this is the seed coat all the way around that seed. A seed will not sprout until certain things happen. First, it must be on or in the soil, just like this one is. Then it needs rain to soak the seed and soften its seed coat. When the sun shines and warms the ground, the seed coat breaks open and the seed begins to grow. This is called germination. A root grows down into the soil. The root takes in water and minerals from the soil for food. Up grows a shoot. Green leaves grow up from the shoot toward the sun. See, there's the shoot. You can still see the roots and the seed. The shoot comes up and then it grows some leaves. The plant grows bigger and bigger. The leaves make food for the plant from the water and minerals in the soil, the sunlight and the air all around the plant. Finally, the plant is full grown. Buds on the plant open into flowers where new seeds will grow. Many of the foods people eat are seeds, fruits, and pods. They are full of nutrition, vitamins, and minerals, and they are tasty too. Look at all those fruits and vegetables. In the back of the book, there's a project. So you can see that seeds grow. You can have a jar, some construction paper that you roll up and put in the jar. You fill the jar with some water, add a few seeds, and you can watch them start to grow. When they get big enough, you can plant them in dirt. Seeds and plants. Scientists who study plants are called botanists. Some seeds sprout only in the heat of a fire. Some plants live only for one season. These are called annuals. Other plants die at the end of the season but grow back the following year. They are called perennials. Plants in the desert, such as a cactus plant, store water in their stems. These are their stems. They can live for a long time without rain. And over here we have mountain plants. They're short so the wind can't blow them over. See how small they are? Plants move. Many flowers open in the morning and shut at night. Some close when it rains. Also, plants move toward the light. Some plants eat insects. These plants live in the soil that doesn't have enough minerals for food, so they eat the insects for food. This is called a Venus flytrap. The biggest flower in the world grows on the island of Sumatra. It can weigh up to 25 pounds and can be 4 feet across. Look at that flower. Hope you've enjoyed From Seed to Plant. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.